But one thing that has come through, and I'm not really going into her motivations or the lack of them, I just want to focus on the issue at hand, which is this recognition that Modi is inclusive. And Dr. Raman, today you will have to agree, because the statistical evidence is there for us. This is not some apartheid state that, you know, we are told after the CA was passed or Article 370 was abrogated, etc. This is certainly not that. Muslims are given great dignity. In fact, Muslim women have been bestowed with dignity by the Modi government that pushed for a very critical change in legislation. So are we now finally going to see perhaps this bubble bursting, this fake news bubble bursting, Dr. Raman, about the BJP not living up to Sabka Saath and its promise of inclusivity?
Yeah, Rahul, elections are around the corner for 5 states, so therefore there is a need to appear more inclusive at this point of time.
Wow.
Now we'll have to wait and see what happens after the election. But I'm coming to the matter of Shehla Rashid herself. If I remember right, it was January or February that the LG in Delhi gave sanction for prosecuting her in a case where Dr. Ranganathan mentioned about the statement she made about the Indian Army. Subsequently, there was earlier a sedition case. There was another case which was, if I remember right, in Uttarakhand. So there have been a number of cases which have been filed, which she faces. So it is possible that the expected heat from them may have helped her to see the light, as it were, as she says now. The other point, Rahul, is also the fact that, you know, it will be interesting if we actually got to see who are the people she spoke to, who are the people she met over the last month or so. You remember there was another case also, Shah Faisal, the IAS officer, who was then reinstated after all the things that he said and did. But once his, he had a change of heart, he is now back in service. So this is not something that I see as extremely surprising. Some of, for Shehla, she may also have seen where Umar Khalid continues to be after so many years without a trial. So I think all of these will help concentrate the mind wonderfully and will help, the heart in its process of, change or reform, as you call it.
You are even more of a skeptic than Dr. Ranganathan. So I think today, viewers, let me tell you one thing, that there's a competition between our panelists for being more skeptical than each other. I don't know. I think you're right now in the lead right now, Dr. Raman. But let me tell you, look, Shehla Rashid is not being tried for sedition right now. Kanhaiya Kumar, look at his example. He is today a flourishing politician. She's not a politician as yet. And he's actually part of the Congress party, doing very well. In fact, he's taken from one state to the other. So it hasn't melted him. And Tehseen Poonawalla will tell you there are several others, very top-notch leaders, as he constantly says, like Robert Vadra, certainly haven't joined the BJP. Might, but if you go by the skeptics here. But tell me something, I want to understand this, Sushil Pandit. Forget about Shehla Rashid right now. Does the BJP need, and let's talk the issue out. I don't care about Shehla Rashid's U-turn, this, that, the other. But does the BJP really need to pay money to people today to recognize or give them sinecures that it is inclusive? Does it really need to do that?
Hello, Rahul. Thank you for including me in this show. Well, BJP may not need this, because if they are doing what they are doing to be genuinely inclusive, then to win elections, just doing is not enough. To be seen as inclusive enough, especially to the voters who have been queuing up to give them a route in the election after election after election, it is of course a huge pressure. Which is why the minority cell within BJP, if you have to see their Twitter handle and the tweets, you will see how from the rooftops they are screaming how we have been doing a lot more than all the Congress governments put together in the last 60 years. for the minorities, for the Muslims in particular. So I won't be surprised if tomorrow Zakir Naik is persuaded to say so what Shehla Rashid is saying. And Zakir Naik indeed has alleged that he was approached by some people, well-meaning people, to consider an offer to come back to India with no cases, no charges, only if there is some kind of an endorsement for the current government and its leadership.
Are you saying,
So I
let me
don't
just
know
ask you
where
this,
these
one second, are
pressures-
you saying, Sushil Pandit, that Mr. Modi operates in an extremely transactional way and only if you praise him can you actually get off the hook? Is that what you're saying? Let's understand this because this is an
No, I'm
important
not- I'm
point.
not
I think
suggesting
all our
that.
spokespeople,
You see-
all our panelists tonight are seemingly suggesting that. So let me ask them all once again. Dr. Ranganathan,
No.
does Modi transact with people? Look, I'll give you something, you say something nice about
Rahul.
me, your problems will go away. Quick. Let's go quick, one by one to everybody. Dr. Ranganathan, Modi is transactional. He wants to hear good things and he's going to restore you or get you off the hook if you say nice things. Is that what it is? Quick one, sir.
I don't think it's just for saying nice things, but yes, he transacts.
He transacts. Okay, Modi is transactional. So anyone, even abroad viewers today, comes out and praises India or what Modi is doing has been bought. That's the implication. Okay, Mr. Pandit, is that the implication? So it's all a jumla?
No,
People are paid to
no,
say nice
I'm-
things?
I'm afraid not.
Not? Okay. Third,
much as
Sumanth
you
C.
would
Raman.
like to bait
Dr.
me
Raman.
into it, Rahul,
One second. Let's go
No,
one by one.
let-
This is
let
a very
me-
important
let
issue.
me make a point, Rahul.
I think you're
Rahul,
making
let
very
me make a
important
point.
points. No, you made a point. Let me
make a
open
point, a
this
short
up.
point, Rahul.
Let me open this up.
No, I
One
didn't.
second. Are you saying tonight that
Rahul,
okay, transactions
all
are
we
happening?
need- all
Okay,
we
yes.
need to do,
Yeah. Yes, Dr. Raman, go ahead.
all we need to do tonight is to look at the long list of leaders from opposition parties
Okay.
who have joined the BJP
So
and have become
Modi is
putrefied.
transactional
If
to
this
the
is not
core. He's not
transactional,
doing
I
any
don't know
good
what
work. It's all now paid publicity. He's actually even beating Kejriwal. Is that what I'm supposed to think after having heard
That's
all
not-
of you?
that's
Anyone
not
who
what any
changes,
of us said.
anyone who goes from Modi's,
Rahul,
no, hang on one
Rahul.
second. Anyone who joins Modi's BJP from any other party is doing so because they're A, under
Rahul, this is
pressure,
unfair.
B, no, it's not unfair. This is what you're saying. He's either under pressure or has been promised
No, what
something.
I
So-
know what I'm saying, so
Okay,
let me say
okay,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
okay, Mr. Pandit. Yeah,
Let me
come
say
in.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's very difficult to get into somebody's mind and actually point out the exact motivations for doing what he's doing.
Okay.
What you can see is only the facts. And the facts remain that Shehla Rashid was part of the Tukde gang.
Right.
And she joined Shah Faisal's party
Yes.
when Shah Faisal said that Imran Khan should be given a Nobel Prize
Sure.
for normalizing relations between India and Pakistan.
Sure.
Now it is these two people today who've crossed over to the other side without giving a cogent reason. Isn't
they
there
are.
a room
She's
to doubt
saying
as
that
to
I've
what has
woken
happened?
up. I actually was misled by a lot of people into thinking, I don't know if you heard the whole interview, but
She
my
was the
mind was
president
clouded.
of JNU SU. She
Yes.
was AISA
So would you not
president.
say, if you are
AISA president is
indoctrinated
the offshoot
by...
of Maoist
So one second,
CPI-ML.
Mr. Pandit. So one second, Mr. Pandit. So if you're indoctrinated by a organization of far leftists, radical leftists, as some people have called them, in the past, is it possible that you could perhaps have been brainwashed? Is it possible, Mr. Pandit? And now, cold
She
reflection...
hasn't come out with the critique of what she believed in earlier.
Okay, you haven't
She
watched the
hasn't
entire
given
interview.
out a critique of what she believed in earlier.
Okay. I think maybe you need to listen to the whole interview because she does go into a lot of, because she's asked about what she'd said in the past and how she now realizes that perhaps some of the things that she said are not were not obviously substantiated by the facts. So, okay.